to my live stream. And we are gonna count the things I bought at the flea market. Mostly movies, but a few other stuff too. I just hope my computer isn't making too much damn noise. So yeah, let's go right ahead. Just gonna get my plastic bags here. Oh. All right. We'll start off with the lighter load. Okay, here we have. Why does it have to be stupid mirror thing? It's basically a satire of Christian high schools. So that's gonna be very interesting to see. Up next we have. Isn't there any way I can fix the mirror thing? This is so damn annoying. Really, this is really annoying. I thought this was gonna be much easier, honestly. Oh well. Anyway, here we have The Family Man, starring Nicolas Cage. It's about the rich careerman who gets a chance to have another life when he randomly wakes up to a house and a wife and everything. And I actually already own this movie, but I forgot I owned it, so now I have 2 copies, I guess. What do you know about that? And next we have The Outlaw Josie Wales. And there was a stand here which sold a lot of Clint Eastwood movies, and considering he's one of my favorite actors, I started drooling practically, like, whoa. And this one looks very interesting. It's it's basically a revenge movie, but it's not really the typical revenge movie, if you know what I mean. And up next we have Pale Rider. And yeah, it's about a stranger who rides into a little society in California during the gold rush days. And basically he ends up in conflict between a cruel mine owner and a couple of gold diggers. And I don't mean Kanye West like gold diggers. I mean those actually looking for gold, like literal gold. I mean, you know, those. You know what I mean. And up next we have Monsieur Ibrahim. And this stars Omar Sharif, who gave a terrific performance in Lawrence of Arabia. So just the name alone intrigued me, like, oh, Omar Sharif in a French movie as well. Of course, so since I don't know French, I had to ask a seller if it has English or Swedish titles, which thankfully it does. So yeah, this looks like a really nice, comfy watch. And here's the first non-movie item. Kalanka's Pocket, which in English is called Donald Duck's Pocketbook. And this is number 188 from 1995. And it's a double-sized pocket, so there are a lot of fun stories here. And you know, the seller is a huge fan of Donald Duck's pocket as well. So you know, that's nice. He was very happy to see me buy one. All right, here's the second black bag. Just gonna take them all out at once. Yeah, sorry, just a minute. I got a message here. Okay, let's continue. Here we have Cannonball Run with a good old Burt Reynolds. I almost said Bruce Reynolds. As well as Roger Moore and Jackie Chan. And this is a movie I wanted to watch for a long time, but somehow I just never got into it. You know, it's a wild and crazy chase movie. Directed by Hal Needham. Now, where do I recognize that name? I feel like I've seen something else with him. Just a second. Okay, no, I haven't. But he did make Smokey the Bandit, another classic movie with Burt Reynolds. My friend here in the chat thought I said ham instead of hell. Yeah. And here we have Signs by M. Night Shyamalan, or Shyamalan and Ding Dong, as people like to jokingly say. And I haven't seen very many movies by him, but I really loved The Sixth Sense. Like, it was very, creepy. It's really got under your skin. And I saw Split in theaters as well. The one where James McAvoy plays 21 personalities, and I really like. So yeah, maybe a bit of an odd introduction, but I liked it. So I was interested in checking out more of his work. The annoying thing though is that I got the ending of this movie spoiled way before I had seen it, and when it was spoiled to me, I was so fucking pissed off. Like, come on, man! I didn't want to know that now. I feel like I got off track here. Anyway, Signs looks good. Mel Gibson, great actor. And here we have Lord of War with the good old Nazi beast Nicolas Cage. And usually I'm not very interested in war movies, but a war movie starring Nicolas Cage, that's gotta be quite something. And here we have A Bronx Tale, starring and directed by Robert De Niro. So yeah, basically I've heard that he took a lot of steps from Martin Scorsese making this one, which makes sense because those two have collaborated on quite a few iconic movies. So I'm really looking forward to watching this. Oh, of course, it has Joe Pesci as well. Hey, you think I'm funny? Huh? You think I'm funny? You think I'm fucking funny? Like a clown? Like a clown or something? Yeah. And here we have the 4-movie Indiana Jones collection at only 40 SEK, so that's very, very cheap. I've seen all of these. The 4th one I saw in theaters actually, and although it got a lot of flack at the time, I actually enjoyed it. But I was very little, so we'll see how well it holds up. I did find the alien ship thing a bit weird even back then. Like, really? Indiana Jones meets aliens? But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to rewatch it and be serious in general. And here's another Clint Eastwood there, The Gauntlet. Basically, I think okay, it's basically Clint Eastwood who's protecting a prostitute who's gonna be a witness in a mafia trial and has a death threat on her. Yeah, sounds cool. And here we have $1 Million Baby with Clint Eastwood and Hilary Swank. Oh, and Morgan Freeman. But yeah, at first when I heard about this, I didn't really say much for it. But reading about this movie and book, I got a lot more intrigued by it. Yeah, this looks like quite a moving movie. Quite a moving movie. Quite a moving movie. I gotta move it, move it. I gotta move it. What the hell am I doing? And here we have Unforgiven. This is the last Western that Clint Eastwood made, and basically he wanted to take a piss out of the Western genre, but not in a loving, playful way like Blazing Saddles, but more like kind of a cynical, dark deconstruction of the Western genre, where and yeah, basically Clint Eastwood neither really plays a hero nor the anti-hero in this. He plays a very complex character out, so I'm looking forward to checking it out. And here we have Jack Nicholson in Man Trouble. Sounds like a man in real life. And yeah, I don't know very much about this one, but it's basically about Clint Eastwood. Sorry, what the hell am I saying? I mean Jack Nicholson as a womanizer and con man. And it's directed by Bob Rafelson, who made 5 Easy Pieces, and I really liked that one. So this should probably be good as well. And Jack Nicholson is just an amazing actor. Well, here's the thing, buddy. I don't go looking for women. Women, they go looking for me. That's not a quote from a movie. I made it up just now. Yeah, indeed, Adrian. 5 Easy Pieces is a very interesting movie. It's a really nice little character study. I want you to take the chicken and shove it between your legs. Do you hear me? I love that scene. Here we have Schwarzenegger in True Lies. And yeah, basically, this is a less famous James Cameron movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. And you know, since it doesn't play with Terminator, it hasn't gained as much traction. But I think it looks pretty cool. You know, and it's very interesting that he's paired with Jamie Lee Curtis as well. And here we have Fletch with my good boy Chevy Chase. Or well, good boy before he turned racist all of a sudden. But in the 80s, he was truly the star. I haven't seen that much with him, but I love vacation movies. No, but they're really funny. The fourth one is not quite as good as it was before it, but still pretty good. So, yeah, this should be pretty funny. Dark comedy. All right, let's move on to the next bag. Wow. I thought it was the old. Adrian Mendoza just said, National Lampoon's European Vacation is the best. I thought it was the only one who liked that movie. It's one of my favorites in the series. Wow. That's great to hear. Sorry, just packing up a bit here. Boy, it's pretty crowded. Here we have another Donald Duck pocketbook, and this is number 96 from 1988. These really, really old ones, they tend to be my favorite because not only because they have the best jokes, but they also have the most adventurous and fun stories. And you know, this one as well has drawings by Massimo De Vita and Romano Scarpa, two of my favorite Donald Duck artists. So, yeah. Here we have Armageddon with Bruce Willis. Now, I can't say I'm the biggest Michael Bay fan because even though I like Bad Boys, I think it's mainly due to the actors, not really the directing. The directing is actually a bit shoddy at times, but this one actually looks like one of his more entertaining movies. You know, I like space movies and I like Bruce Willis as well, so that's a win-win combination. And yeah, this I hope this is good. And here we've got The Birdcage with one of my favorite actors, Robin Williams. And you know Nathan Lane from Timon and Pumbaa. And yeah, it's too much to read. But basically it's guess who's coming to dinner, but instead of it being about an interracial couple, it's about people who struggle to come out. Or yeah, that wasn't a very good description. I'm sorry. And here we have the only animated movie I got, Ice Age, and yeah, of course, as you all know, this series went vastly downhill. Like the second one is decent, but the third one is just okay, and the fourth one is pretty bad. I haven't even seen the fifth one yet, but that one looks fucking awful. Just I dread to watch that one. But the first one is a classic. Oh, it's a very simple story. It's just about this three guys following each other, helping out the baby who's lost her mother. And you know, and yeah, it has lost a lot of charm to it. And here we have Dumplings. This is I think it's Korean or Chinese, Japanese. I'm not really sure, but this looks pretty cool. It's basically about someone who's afraid of getting old, and she comes up with a youth curve, basically, but it's a youth curve with a dark secret to it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And here's the one Al Pacino movie I found, which I haven't gotten yet. Yeah, my friend here in chat says, is that the one you told me about? Yes, it is. Indeed, it is. And here we have the one Al Pacino movie I haven't gotten before this, Dick Tracy. And oh, come on, Luke, Al Pacino's not dead. Anyway, he plays Al Pacino plays a mob boss with a lot of goofy makeup to him, and it looks like quite a lively performance from the one clip I've seen. I want Dick Tracy dead! You hear me? Dead, dead, dead! Yeah. And here's another Clint Eastwood movie, but not one he's starring in, only directing. Changeling. This movie, I probably read about it. Looks pretty sad, but very poignant as well. He's very good at those kind of stories. And here's the Three Musketeers. And this one has Charlie Sheen and Kiefer Sutherland in it, who also starred in Young Guns together. So very lonely, really intrigued me. I've been looking for this movie for a long time, so I'm glad I finally found it. Oh, of course, it's also got Tim Curry. He's always great as well. Have you guys seen him as King Chicken in Duckman? That role is hilarious. And here we have Fried Green Tomatoes. And this is a movie that my grandma showed me when I was little. And I remember it being really good. So we'll see how it holds up. And here's Donald Duck Magazine from 2010. And it's got stories by the great Mark Rota. Paul Murray is a fantastic artist. He often draws Mickey Mouse and Goofy stories. And we've got one by Weezer as well. Another one of my favorite artists. So yeah. And here's Die Hard with a Vengeance. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. And I haven't seen the second one yet, but I do have the toe, so I'll get to this one eventually. Luke asks, what is that object behind me? I'm not really sure which one you mean. Do you mean this? I got it at the bowling hall when I turned 10 years old. So, yeah. It's not that I actually got any good scores. I just got it because it was my birthday. And here's Little Big Van, a western with Dustin Hoffman. And yeah, he plays the 121-year-old sole survivor after the battle at Little Big Horn, and he tells the story behind it. I haven't seen a movie with Dustin Hoffman in long, so this is going to be very nice to watch. Luke asks, what are your thoughts on the Brexit party's dominance of the EU election? I don't know. It's I don't really know much about them, but I'm not really for Brexit because that means that I'm gonna have to pay customs all the fucking time, and I really don't want that. That sounds awful. And here's Flight Plan with Jodie Foster, and it's about this mother who she's gonna go with her daughter on a plane, but when she wakes up after a nap, her daughter is gone. She's gone. This one has gotten a bit of a mixed reception, but you know, usually if I think the story of a movie sounds interesting, I'll give it a shot anyway. So we'll see how this one fares. And here's Casper, another Clint Eastwood movie. I'm just kidding. He only has a 1 second cameo. I just thought it would be fun to say that. But this is a movie from my childhood. I remember. I have very fond memories of it. I had it at the VHS at home, so yeah, it's gonna be fun to rewatch this one. Good Morning Vietnam, another movie with Robin Williams, and this is one of his absolute most praised movies, and Barry Levinson is a great director as well, so that sounds like an awesome combo. And here we have Life is Beautiful with and directed by Roberto Benigni, and it's it's a World War II movie, but it's not one of those really dour ones. It's one of the more uplifting ones. So yeah, looks cool. Next up we have The Beach with Leonardo DiCaprio, directed by Danny Boyle. Yeah, that was enough to intrigue me. Oh, the fact that the whole movie takes place on a small island sounds very interesting as well. And here's Run Lola Run. Am I tilting my head too much? A chase thriller with Franco Potente and directed by Tom Tykwer. He co-wrote one of the. He co-wrote the script for Cloud Atlas. No, I'm losing track of myself here. You know, a movie the Matrix sisters made in 2013, I think. Yeah. Who are you? I'm Batman. I've seen The Dark Knight several times, and I saw The Dark Knight Rises in theaters, but strangely enough, I don't think I've actually watched this one in full. But I know it's strange. It's the beginning of a trilogy, but I don't know. I just haven't for some reason. So now I'm gonna do it for the first time. And here's 15 minutes, starring Robert De Niro. And yeah, I'm gonna have to speed it up a little bit, but yeah, it's a thriller basically. Yeah. And here's Oliver Stone's Nixon, a political drama about the controversial President Richard Nixon. And yeah, he was a very interesting character to say for sure. So I look forward to seeing this live portrait of him. And here's Rutger Hauer in The Hitcher. Yeah, this looks pretty good. I like Rutger Hauer in The Hobo with a Shotgun. It's a very dark, funny dark comedy, basically about the hobo goes around with a shotgun and you know, punishes the people who do injustice to others. So yeah, hopefully this one is good too. And here we have G.I. Jane with Demi Moore and Viggo Mortensen, and believe it or not, but this movie is actually directed by Ridley Scott. It doesn't look like a Ridley Scott movie at first, but yeah, it's basically about you know, a woman in the military who has to stand a lot of pressure when she's being ostracized for being one of the few women in there. So yeah, looks pretty good. And here's one of the older movies I got, The Sting, with Robert Redford. And Paul Newman, and Robert Shaw as well. And yeah, it's a classic Conman comedy. I've heard a lot of great things about it. All right, here we are, down to our last bag. Damn. Okay. I'm gonna pick the rest of this up later on. And yes, mostly I got movies, but I did find a TV show as well. The Sopranos. Woke up this morning, you got yourself a gun. And The Sopranos is one of my favorite shows, or at least from a little I've seen. Yeah, for some reason I've seen the entirety of season 1 and a little of season 2, but beyond that I just never remembered to continue. So, but yeah, I found season 1, season 2, and season 3. So now I finally get to continue watching the series. I'm gonna have to start from the beginning, but after that I'll get to see episodes I've never watched before. And yeah, James Gandolfini, he was a wonderful actor. Just his turn as Tony, it's amazing. And this is starting to sound old by now, but here's a movie with Clint Eastwood. But this one isn't directed by, it's only starring him. But a few years ago, I got the movie Any Which Way You Can, which was a sequel to this, but I couldn't find the original until now. And yeah, it's an action comedy with Clint Eastwood and in a time. That sounds awesome, doesn't it? And here's Lazina. I don't think that was the right accent. I think I don't know the English title, but let's say it's called Served. And this is, a drama by Ettore Scala, who made. Damn it! I have to look up the name now. Sorry, I only know the Swedish title for it, so I'll have to check out what it's called in English. Oh yeah, Ugly, Dirty and Bad. That was a very funny dark comedy, so I look forward to watching this one as well. Get off my plane. And and yeah, this is a classic thriller with Harrison Ford, who's taking charge when several people are taking others hostage on a plane. And I've heard a lot of good things about it. It looks like a lot of fun, and it's directed by Wolfgang Petersen as well, who made the great Das Boot. So that's another good sign. And here's the score. The one and only team up between Robert De Niro and Marlon Brando. And it's directed by Yoda himself, Frank Oz. So, yeah, it looks pretty good. And we are going old school now, baby, with the comedy Old School, starring two of my favorite people, Will Ferrell and Vince Vaughn, when it comes to comedy at least. We had this one at home at mom's house, but it's an adult comedy, so I wasn't allowed to watch it exactly. But yeah, this one looks pretty funny. It's also got Alicia Cuthbert in a cameo, so that's great. Oh, and the interesting thing here is that on the back side we have despite the censored bar down below, we actually see the girl's nipples. And You will never get away with doing this in the US, only Sweden. So that's an interesting cultural insight for you folks. And here we have Dracula, Dead and Loving It by Mel Brooks. And yeah, this is regarded as one of his lesser movies, but I love Mel Brooks and Leslie Nielsen, so I'll give it a chance either way. Paranormal Activity. And yeah, for a long time I was really scared to watch this one. Like when it came on TV one time, I was so scared to watch it I immediately shut the switch the channel. But now that I'm older and I've seen a lot worse movies, I thought I would give it a shot. No, it sucks, my friend says. Aww. We'll see if I share your opinion or not. We could watch it together, maybe. I mean, you could stand the Children of the Corn movies, couldn't you? And here's another movie with Robin Williams, Hook. And she now said, I know you will agree with me. I don't know about that. I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see, I guess. And yeah, this one is directed by Steven Spielberg as well. So that's usually promising. And here's a French movie, Les Vacances d'Iem Hulot by Jacques Tati. And it's about a man who's just trying to have a nice vacation, but he keeps running into obstacles. But I think this one is in black and white, which that's great because I couldn't find a lot of our black and white movies. So when I saw this one at the stand, I thought, hey, why not? It's regarded as a classic. Here we have The Good Son, starring Macaulay Culkin, the kid from Home Alone playing an evil child. So yeah, that premise alone just sounds amazing. Like I've seen a few clips of his movies, and man, he looks really creepy in this one. Like holy shit. This is our dear Kevin? Really? Yeah, this is definitely one of the movies I'm most hyped to check out. And here's another movie for Robert De Niro, Raging Bull. And this one also is co-starring Joe Pesci. And amazingly enough, I haven't seen this one, despite being a Martin Scorsese fan. But now I'll finally get a chance. And here's the hell is it called in English? Oh yeah, Club Paradise with Robin Williams and Peter O'Toole as well. I can't see the third name because the cover is a bit ripped, but yeah, it looks like a decent comedy, and of course, as you know, I'm a huge fan of Robin Williams, so that alone was a reason to pick it up. And here's Hanabi, directed by and starring Kitano Takeshi, and I loved him as the cruel teacher in the Battle Royale. So I wanted to see another movie with him for a long time. So when I saw this one lying at the stand, I thought, oh great, finally. Bring me the head of Alfredo Garcia. And this one is directed by Sam Peckinpah, who made Straw Dogs, really showing a thriller with people who go through very, very, very miserable times. Great movie, you should check it out. This one looks really good as well. And after much looking, the original Assault on Precinct 13. And the reason I'm emphasizing original is because every time I've seen this movie, otherwise it's a remake, and I just kept getting frustrated. Like, when am I gonna find the original? And finally, I found the original. So, yeah, John Carpenter. And here's a Nicolas Cage movie called Gone in 60 Seconds. I don't remember much about what this one is about, but it's basically a car chase action movie. And it stars Nicolas Cage, so I think it's gonna be very entertaining. Wow, only 2 movies left. Okay, here is End of Days, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger versus the devil. You can't take me to hell. I damn you. I don't know any lines from it actually, but this one looks really funny. You know, Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, even when we're serious, they tend to be really funny because of his over-the-top performance. Terminator aside, because very restrained actually. But yeah, this looks awesome. And finally, we have the classic movie Breakfast at Tiffany's, with Audrey Hepburn and George Pepper, and I really loved her in those movies. So naturally, I'm excited for this one as well. It's also got Mickey Rooney in an infamous supporting role, and yeah, this one looks very charming and funny. All right, I did call this a counting live stream. So now when I've summed up all the movies I bought, I'm gonna count how many of them I actually bought. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, sorry, I didn't say movie counting. I said item counting. Okay, 3 movies, 1 comic magazine, so 4 items in total. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Fuck. Okay, now I lost track. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Yeah, I'm getting real tired of singing now. 27, 28, 29. Whew, that's a big pile. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. That'll be 45 cents, please, sir. Thank you. Come again. 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61. 62 items in total. And we have 2 Donald Duck pocketbooks, 1 magazine, 3 seasons of The Sopranos. So in total, that leads us to 59. 59 movies. 59 movies! 59 movies! Holy shit! But I'm also not surprised because I did buy a lot. So yeah, that was it. So thank you for joining this live stream, and somebody here says yeah, 59. Yeah, exactly. No, 3 of us coming from the Indiana Jones box set. Of course, my friend says 69. Very regular joke. But yeah, thank you for joining this live stream. This has been a lot of fun, despite my ear infection. Yeah, it's been stuck there for a few days now. Hopefully, the antibiotic is gonna kill it soon. So yeah, I'm just picking these items off the table. How the hell am I gonna fit these movies into the shelf? Like, my shelves are full as it is, but now I don't even know what to do. I don't even know where I'm gonna put them. Adrian says, "I'm sorry for the ear infection." Yeah, it quite sucks. Like, it's not even the bad hearing that I hate the most. What I hate the most, it's the constant noise that's coming from my right ear. It's very distracting. All right, so yeah, I've never done a live stream before, so I don't really know how to finish this one. But yeah, I can do it with one of my old gimmicks, throwing my glasses at the screen. So thank you everybody for joining. Have a very lovely night. And we'll see you next time. I'm sorry for not uploading very many videos this year, but I just felt very burnt out, and I didn't want to put out something that I'm not satisfied with. But hey, this counts as a video, right? So now we got another one. So anyway, 1, 2, 3, good night.